Hello there, my dear friend. It is so very good to have you here. Please, come in from the rain. Come in. Find a comfortable place to rest. Perhaps that soft cushion by the fire is calling to you. The world outside can be so loud and demanding, can't it? A constant storm of things to do, places to be, people to please, notifications to check. It can feel like you are walking against a harsh wind all day long. But in here, in this quiet little tea house, we can let all of that just melt away. There is a simple rule in this place. The storm of the world must wait outside the door. There is nothing you need to do right now. There is nowhere else you need to be. You have arrived. And that is a wonderful thing. You are here, and that is more than enough. Tonight, we are not going to solve all the world's problems. We are not going to untangle the complicated knots of yesterday or worry about the endless branching paths of tomorrow. Tonight, we are going to do something much, much simpler, and perhaps, for that very reason, much more profound. We are simply going to brew a single, perfect cup of tea. And in this simple, humble act, we will find a map, a quiet guide for how to live a single, beautiful day. Because a day, much like a cup of tea, is not defined by its complexity or its grandeur, but by the intention, the patience, and the gentle, loving care you put into it. So, let's begin our quiet ceremony. First, let's just allow ourselves to fully arrive in this moment. Find your most comfortable position. Let your body feel heavy, supported, and completely safe. Feel the cushion or the bed beneath you, holding you up. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. Let go. Listen to the sounds of this room. The rhythmic drumming of the rain on the roof. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter. It is a sound that washes the world clean. Let it wash your mind clean, too. Listen to the warm crackle and pop of the fire. It is a sound of safety, of warmth, of home. It has been a sound of comfort for human beings for thousands and thousands of years. Let it comfort you now. Let's take a slow, deep breath together. A breath that begins deep in your belly. Breathe in through your nose and feel the cool night air as it enters. Feel it filling you up with peace, with stillness. Hold it for just a moment. And now, breathe out through your mouth with a long, soft, audible sigh. As you do, imagine you are releasing the day you've just had. Not just the big stresses, but all the little ones too. The tension in your shoulders from sitting at a desk. The tightness in your jaw from a difficult conversation. The weariness behind your eyes from looking at screens. Let it all go with that one long sigh. Let's do that one more time. A deep, cleansing breath in and a long, releasing breath out. Good. Very good. Imagine you came in tonight wearing a heavy, damp coat. It's the coats of your day. It's heavy with the rain of other people's expectations, soaked with the mud of your own worries, and it carries the chill of exhaustion. Now, in your mind's eye, feel yourself slowly shrugging your shoulders. Let the heavy coat slide off your arms and fall to the floor by the door with a soft, satisfying thud. You don't need it in here. By the warmth of the fire, you will be dry soon. You will be warm. Now, let's turn our attention to the simple task before us. In the warm, flickering light of the fire, you can see a low wooden table. It is made of an old, dark wood, polished, smooth, not by varnish, but by the touch of many hands over many years. It is a table that has served thousands of cups of tea. It has listened to thousands of stories. It is a table of peace. And on this table, everything we need for our ceremony is waiting. A simple, dark iron kettle, a beautiful, unadorned clay teapot, and a single empty cup. Everything is ready. The only thing missing is our gentle, focused attention. And that is the first true ingredient of any good cup of tea. It is the first ingredient of any good day. So let us give it freely. Let our attention rest here in this warm, safe room with the rain and the fire and the quiet promise of a perfect cup of tea. The leaves are waiting, but first we must be ready for them. So, the invitation has been accepted. The heavy coat of the day has been cast aside. We are settled. We are present. Now, our quiet ceremony can truly begin. The first and most important step in brewing our tea is the one that is most often rushed in the outside world. We must choose the leaves. Imagine resting in the center of the low wooden table, a beautiful old tea caddy. It is not made of shiny metal or precious porcelain. It is a simple box, crafted from a dark, rich wood, perhaps an old cherry or a deep walnut. It has no intricate carvings or embellishments. Its only decoration is the grain of the wood itself, the swirling patterns that tell the story of a long and patient life. It has been worn smooth by the touch of many hands over many years. It is not fancy, but it is full of character. It feels kind. This box, my friend, represents your day. It represents your mind. And inside are all the thoughts, feelings, tasks, memories, and possibilities it currently holds. Let's open it together. In your mind's eye, reach out and place your hands on the lid. It is cool and smooth to the touch. It fits perfectly into the base, a sign of true craftsmanship. As you lift it, there is a soft, satisfying sound of wood sliding gently against wood. It is a sound of opening, of revealing, and from within the dark, quiet space of the box, the most wonderful aroma begins to rise and greet you. It is a complex scent. At first, it is earthy and grounding, like the smell of a forest floor after the rain. Then you can detect a subtle floral note, like night-blooming jasmine. And underneath it all, a gentle, comforting sweetness like honey. This is the scent of pure, unbrewed potential. It is the scent of your own mind, cleared of its anxieties. Now, look inside. The box is filled with a beautiful mixture of tea leaves in all shapes and sizes. This is the contents of your mind at the end of a long day. Let's take a moment to look closely, without judgment. See those large, whole, unbroken leaves? They are long and elegant, and they have held their shape perfectly. They are beautiful and strong. These represent the big, important things in your life. Your deep, core values, the great loves that define you, your most important, soul-nourishing goals. They are the foundation of who you are. Then there are the smaller, tightly curled leaves. They look like little spirals. These represent your daily tasks, your responsibilities, the things that require your attention and effort. They are important too. They give structure to your days. And then, mixed in with all of this, you can see tiny, broken fragments, little bits and pieces of leaves, and even some fine, powdery dust. This is the mental clutter, the nagging, repetitive worries that loop over and over, the small, sharp anxieties about the future, the little, unkind judgments you passed on yourself or on others, the endless, fragmented scroll of information that you consume throughout the day. It's all in there, a chaotic jumble of the profound and the trivial. Now, a person in a hurry, a person living in the frantic energy of the outside world, would simply scoop out a handful of all of this without looking and throw it into the pot. They would get a cup of tea, yes, but it would be a cloudy, bitter, and chaotic brew. It would taste of everything and nothing all at once. It would taste like a stressful day feels. The beautiful, whole leaves would be overpowered by the bitterness of the dust. But we are not in a hurry. You and I, we are going to choose our leaves with a gentle, loving intention. Imagine reaching your hand into the caddy. The leaves feel cool and dry against your skin. Let your fingers sift through the mixture. Feel the different textures, the surprising sturdiness of the whole leaves, the slight roughness of the smaller, curled ones, the fine, soft powder of the clutter. We are not here to judge any of them. The dust is not bad. It is simply dust. It is the natural result of a life in motion. We are just noticing. Our goal tonight is not to empty the box. Our goal is to choose just 3 of those beautiful, whole, unbroken leaves. We are consciously choosing to focus our attention on what is most important, what is most true, what will nourish us most deeply as we prepare for sleep. So, let your fingers gently push aside the broken bits. Imagine the fine, powdery dust of anxiety sifting right through your fingers, falling back to the bottom of the box. It doesn't need your attention right now. It is powerless without it. Gently, Move past the tightly curled leaves of everyday tasks. They will be there tomorrow. You can attend to them then with a clear and rested mind. Tonight, we are searching for the leaves that represent our core. Ah, there. Your fingers find one. A perfect whole leaf. Gently pick it up between your thumb and forefinger. Bring it out of the box and look at it. This leaf can represent your deep, quiet desire for peace. Hold it for a moment. Feel its lightness, its simple, unadorned perfection. Now, place it gently into the small, empty clay teapot that is waiting beside the caddy. It makes a soft, whispering sound as it lands at the bottom. The first intention is set. Let's choose another. Sift through the contents of your mind again, calmly, patiently. This time, you find a beautiful, dark leaf that smells especially sweet. This leaf can represent gratitude. Not a grand, performative gratitude, but a quiet, humble gratitude for something simple. The warmth of your bed, the taste of a good meal, the soothing sound of this rain against the window. Hold that simple, warm feeling for a moment, and then place this leaf in the pot with the first one. The second intention is set. And now, just one more. Let your fingers find a final leaf. This one is long and elegant, and it has a beautiful silvery sheen. This leaf represents kindness, specifically kindness towards yourself. The simple, radical intention to be gentle with your own heart, especially when you are tired. Place this final, precious leaf in the pot. The third intention is set. Now, put the lid back on the tea caddy with a soft, final click. We are done with the choosing. We have respectfully sifted through the day, and we have chosen what to carry with us into this sacred time of rest. Look inside the teapot. There are just 3 perfect leaves, resting peacefully at the bottom. We did not take the whole box. We did not take the clutter. We chose, with gentle intention, what truly matters. Peace, gratitude, kindness. This is the foundation of our perfect cup of tea. This is the foundation of a peaceful mind and a restful night's sleep. You have done the most important part of the work already. You have calmed the storm enough to find the quiet truth within. You have set your intention for this time. The leaves are chosen. They are waiting patiently in the darkness of the pot. Now, we must prepare the water, and that is a lesson all on its own. A lesson in patience and in the quiet management of our own inner fire. But for now, just rest. Rest with the quiet satisfaction of having made a beautiful, conscious choice. So, the leaves are chosen. Look at them, resting so peacefully in the bottom of our simple clay teapot. 3 perfect symbols of our intention for this quiet time. Peace, gratitude, and kindness. They are full of a quiet, dormant potential. To awaken their true essence, to unlock the beautiful flavors and aromas they hold deep within, we need water. But not just any water. Not cold water, which would leave them sleeping. and not violently boiling water, which would shock them into bitterness. We need water that has been heated with the same gentle care and mindful intention that we use to choose our leaves. This, my friend, is a very important and subtle lesson. The heating of the water represents how we manage our own energy, our life force, our emotions. In our daily lives, we so often get this part wrong. We are either too cool and distant, never bringing enough warmth and energy to the things that truly matter, or we find ourselves boiling over with stress, anger, and anxiety, scolding everything and everyone we touch. The wise person knows that the secret to a beautiful life, much like the secret to a perfect cup of tea, lies in finding and maintaining the right temperature. Imagine now, beside the fireplace, a beautiful iron kettle. It is of a traditional, rounded shape, cast from dark, heavy iron. It is not shiny or new. It has been used for many years, and its surface tells a story of long, quiet evenings and countless cups of tea. It has a quiet, steady, and reassuring strength about it. It is filled with clean, cool, clear water, drawn from a deep, silent well. This water represents your potential energy, your capacity for passion, for creativity, for love, for action. Right now, it is calm, it is still, it is at rest. Let's lift the kettle together. Feel its comforting weight in your hands. It is grounding, it connects you to the earth. We place it on a small iron trivet that sits over the warm, glowing embers at the edge of the fire. The fire itself represents the world around us, the demands, the challenges, the stimuli that constantly heat our lives. We cannot always control the intensity of the world's fire, can we? Some days are hotter and more demanding than others, but we can learn to manage our kettle. Notice, we are not putting the kettle directly into the roaring, leaping flames. That would be too much, too fast. The water would explode into a violent boil, and the kettle would hiss and scream with stress. Instead, we place it over the gentle, consistent, radiant heat of the embers. This is our first act of conscious energy management. We are choosing, in this moment, not to throw ourselves into the most stressful situations, but to find a place of steady, manageable warmth. We are choosing to engage with the world, but with wisdom and care. Now, we must do something that is very difficult in the modern world. We must listen. This is a practice of deep listening, not with our ears, but with our entire being. Close your eyes and just be with the kettle for a moment. Feel its quiet, steady presence. At first, nothing seems to be happening. The water is silent. The kettle is still. This is like the beginning of any new endeavor. The start of a new project. The beginning of a difficult but necessary conversation. It requires patience. There is no need to rush. Rushing the water will only lead to a bitter, unsatisfying brew. Let us just sit with the quiet anticipation. After a little while, you begin to hear a very, very faint sound, a tiny, almost imperceptible hum coming from deep within the kettle. This is the first sign of change. The energy is beginning to stir. The water is awakening. In your own life, this is the first inkling of a new emotion. A flicker of excitement, a whisper of frustration, a gentle warmth of affection. The wise person notices this first hum. They do not ignore it. They do not judge it. They just listen. As we continue to listen, the sound grows. It evolves from a low hum into a soft, gentle singing. The old tea masters had a beautiful name for this sound. They called it the wind in the pines. It is not a boil. It is the peaceful, harmonious sound of countless tiny bubbles forming at the bottom of the kettle, rising and collapsing before they reach the surface. It is a beautiful, deeply calming sound. This, my friend, is the ideal state for our energy. It is warm, it is alive, it is full of potential, but it is not chaotic. It is a state of active, engaged calm. In your own life, this is the feeling of being in the zone, of being fully present and creative, but not stressed. It is a state of flow. Let's just listen to this gentle singing for a while. Breathe in and out with its steady, peaceful rhythm. Let its warm, creative, and alive energy fill your own body. There is no danger here, no urgency, just a warm, vibrant, and alive stillness. But we must remain mindful, for if we leave the kettle over the heat for too long, if we become distracted and lose our presence, this beautiful singing will change. The bubbles will grow larger, more agitated. The sound will become louder, more aggressive. This is what the tea masters called the fish eye stage, when the bubbles are the size of a fish's eye and they begin to break the surface. The water is now becoming too hot for our delicate leaves. This is the state of agitation, of anxiety. In our own lives, it's that feeling of being overwhelmed, of having too much on our plate, of our thoughts beginning to race. The energy is becoming chaotic, and if we still do not pay attention, that agitation will inevitably turn into a full, rolling boil, a loud, violent, and chaotic state. The kettle will shake on its trivet. Steam will pour from the spout with an angry scream. This is the state of anger, of rage, of panic, of a complete loss of control. If we were to pour this violently boiling water on our precious tea leaves now, we would scald them. We would burn them. We would destroy all of their delicate, beautiful, and complex flavors, and we would be left with nothing but a dark, bitter, and undrinkable liquid. How often, my friend, have we poured the boiling water of our anger or stress onto the delicate situations of our lives, onto our relationships, onto our own fragile hearts? The result is always bitterness and always regret. But we are not going to do that tonight. We are wise gardeners of our own energy. We are mindful tenders of our own inner fire. We have been listening. We heard the first faint hum. We have been enjoying the gentle, peaceful song of the wind in the pines. And just as we feel the energy beginning to shift, just as the bubbles begin to grow a little too large, just as we feel the first hints of agitation, we are going to act with wisdom, with gentleness, with a calm and steady hand. Reach out and gently lift the kettle from the fire. That's it. Notice what we are doing. We are not fighting the fire. We are not trying to cool the water down with anger or suppression. We are simply removing ourselves from the source of the intense heat for a moment. This is the great secret. When you feel your own inner state becoming too agitated, the wisest thing you can do is not to fight the feeling, but to gently remove yourself from the situation that is causing it, even if it's just for a few moments. To step outside for a breath of fresh air. To close your eyes for 10 seconds. To lift your kettle from the fire. Now, hold the kettle in your hands. Feel its warmth. The violent singing has softened. The agitated energy has subsided. The water is no longer boiling. It is now the perfect temperature. It is hot enough to awaken the leaves and invite them to release their full essence, but not so hot that it will burn them or shock them into bitterness. It is full of a powerful but gentle energy. It is perfect. You have managed your energy with wisdom and with care. You have listened patiently. You have acted at just the right moment. The water is ready, and the leaves are waiting. In our next step, we will bring them together in a sacred meeting. But for now, just feel the peaceful, warm weight of the kettle in your hands. Feel the quiet pride in this simple, profound act of self-regulation. You have cultivated the perfect energy for this moment. And now, for just a moment, you can rest in. So here we are, in a moment of perfect readiness. In one hand, we hold the heavy iron kettle, full of water that has been heated to the perfect temperature. It is a symbol of our own managed, peaceful, and potent energy. Before us, on the table, sits the simple clay teapot, holding our 3 chosen leaves, our quiet intentions of peace, gratitude, and kindness. The very air in the room seems to grow still, holding its breath in anticipation of this beautiful alchemical meeting. This moment is a sacred one. It is where our energy meets our intention. It is where the action we take is infused with the wisdom we have cultivated. It is a moment of pure presence. Before we brew the tea that we will drink, we must first perform a small but very important ritual. It is an act known as washing the leaves, or the rinsing of the leaves. This is a quick, initial pouring that is not for drinking, but for awakening and cleansing. And in our inner ceremony, it represents the vital practice of letting go of the first layer of bitterness, the surface-level dust of the day that we so often carry with us into our time of rest, With a calm, deliberate movement, lift the kettle. Feel its steady warmth. Now, pour a small amount of the hot water into the teapot, just enough to gently cover the 3 leaves resting at the bottom. As the hot water meets the dry, sleeping leaves, you can hear a soft, whispering sigh. It is the sound of the leaves awakening from their long slumber. For a brief moment, they begin to unfurl, to open up, releasing a beautiful, fleeting fragrance into the air. This is a moment of quick, intense release. Now, immediately and without hesitation, we pick up the teapot. The clay is warm to the touch, and we pour this first infusion out. We will not drink this one. Imagine there is a simple, dark-colored discard bowl on the table beside you, a vessel of release. As you pour the water out, watch the steam rise from it in a thick, white cloud. This water has done its sacred job. It has washed away any dust the leaves may have collected on their journey to us. It has gently awakened them from their sleep, preparing them for the true, deep infusion to come. It has taken the first sharp edge off their character, preparing them to be soft and generous. In our inner world, this is a profoundly powerful act of release. This first pouring represents letting go of the initial reactive layer of emotion that clouds our day. It's the surface tension from your shoulders and neck. It's the residue of a frustrating commute. It's the lingering annoyance from a thoughtless comment or a difficult conversation. We so often hold on to this bitterness, letting it steep into our evening, into our interactions, into our very being. But the wise person knows to give it a quick, intentional rinse, to acknowledge it for a moment, and then to let it go completely. As you watch that steam rise from the discard bowl, imagine it carrying away all that surface-level negativity. It's gone. It's done. It no longer needs to be a part of your story tonight. You are now free from it. The leaves in the pot are now awake, clean and ready. They are open and receptive, and so are you. Now, we are ready for the true pouring, the one that is for us, the one that will nourish our souls. Once again, lift the heavy iron kettle. This time, we will pour the water with a slow, steady, and graceful hand. Find a good height above the teapot, and let the water fall in a long, unbroken, silvery stream into the center of the opening. Listen to the beautiful, musical sound it makes as it fills the pot. It is a sound of pure intention, of focused, loving care. As you pour, I want you to feel that you are pouring your own peaceful energy, your own warmth, your own kindness, directly onto the intentions you planted. You are actively nourishing the seeds of peace, gratitude, and kindness within you. Fill the teapot almost to the brim, leaving just enough space at the top. Now, place the lid gently on top, fitting it perfectly into its place. And here, my friend, we arrive at the most difficult and most beautiful part of the entire ceremony. The part that our busy, modern minds struggle with the most. We must wait. We must do absolutely nothing. This is the art of steeping, the art of patient unfolding. All the magic is now happening inside the teapot, in the warm, quiet, nurturing darkness. The leaves, now fully awake, are gracefully unfurling. Imagine them like slow-motion dancers, stretching and opening in the warm water. They are releasing all of their complex, wonderful flavors. They are giving their very essence, their life story, to the water, transforming it from simple hot water into a beautiful, fragrant, and healing elixir. If we were to interrupt this sacred process, if we were to become impatient and pour the tea too soon, it would be weak, pale, and tasteless. It would not have had time to become itself. If we were to become distracted and forgetful, leaving it to steep for far too long, it would become bitter, harsh, and overpowering. The secret is to just be present with the process, to trust it. How often in our lives do we struggle with this exact lesson? We plant a seed of a new idea, a new relationship, a new project, and we cannot bear to wait. We poke and prod it. We worry about it. We check on it constantly. We try to force it to grow faster than its own natural, sacred rhythm. And in doing so, we often destroy the very thing we wish to cultivate. Or, on the other hand, we begin something with great intention, and then we abandon it. We forget to give it our gentle presence, and it becomes bitter and stagnant with neglect. So, for these next few moments, let us practice the profound art of patient presence. Let us just sit here together by the warmth of the fire, listening to the soft, steady rhythm of the rain. We will not rush the tea. We will give it the time it needs to become what it is meant to be. Imagine you can feel the warmth emanating from the beautiful clay teapot. You can smell the wonderful, complex aroma that is beginning to fill the air around you. It is the earthy scent of peace, the sweet scent of gratitude, the gentle, floral scent of kindness, all mingling together to create a fragrance of pure serenity. This waiting is not an empty time. It is not a void. It is a full time. It is a time of quiet, powerful transformation. And just as the tea is transforming in the pot, something is transforming inside you. The intentions you have set, the seeds you have planted, are also steeping in the warmth of your compassion and attention. They are beginning their own slow, magical, and invisible unfurling. You do not need to force them. You only need to provide a warm, safe, and patient space for them to grow. So just breathe. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just be here, in this warm, safe, and peaceful room, while the magic happens. Feel the deep sense of peace that comes from trusting the process, from letting go of the need to control, from simply allowing things to be. The tea is steeping. Your soul is resting. Everything is exactly as it should be. And soon, very soon, it will be time to receive the gift of our patient, loving care. The waiting is over. The time is perfect. The air in the room is now completely saturated with the most beautiful, complex, and calming aroma. It is the scent of the earth, of flowers, of sweet herbs. It is the very essence of the leaves we so carefully chose, now fully expressed and given freely to the water, which has, in turn, become something more than water. It has become an elixir. The tea is ready. Our moment of quiet, patient transformation has come to its beautiful fruition. Before us on the low wooden table sits a single, simple teacup. It is not large or ornate, for the vessel should never outshine what it is meant to hold. It may be made of a smooth, pale celadon ceramic that feels cool and silken to the touch. Or perhaps it is a dark, earthy clay, warm from the ambient heat of the nearby fire. It is empty. It is open. It is ready to receive. This cup, my dear friend, represents you. It represents your own heart and your own mind, now cleared of the day's clutter, softened with the water of compassion, and made patient through the art of waiting. It is now ready to receive the nourishment you have so lovingly and mindfully prepared. With both hands, gently lift the teapot. It is warm and full, a comforting, grounding weight. Feel its pleasant, earthy texture, the gentle heat seeping into your palms. This teapot and its contents are the culmination of our entire process. It holds the energy of our focused attention. It holds the purity of our chosen intentions. It holds the magic of patient transformation. Now, with a slow, steady, and mindful motion, tilt the teapot and begin to pour the tea. Watch as a stream of beautiful, clear, amber-colored liquid flows from the spout into the waiting cup. Listen to the soft, musical sound it makes as it fills the empty space. It is not a loud or hurried sound. It is a sound of gentle offering, of a gift being given. This is not a rushed or thoughtless action. It is a final, crowning act of deliberate care. As you pour, I want you to feel that you are pouring all the goodness you have cultivated, the deep, grounding peace, the sweet, humble gratitude, the gentle, floral kindness directly into your own being. You are filling yourself up, at last, with the very qualities you wish to embody. Fill the cup, but do not let it overflow. A wise person knows when enough is enough. They know the beauty of leaving a little space. With a final, graceful movement, you stop pouring. Place the teapot back down on the table with a soft, quiet, satisfying click. Now, before you sits a single, perfect cup of tea. Just take a moment to be with it, to truly see it. See the gentle, white steam rising from its surface in delicate, swirling patterns like a slow, graceful, silent dance. See the beautiful, warm, translucent color of the liquid, glowing in the soft light of the fire. It is a jewel, a small, perfect moment of beauty that you have created just for yourself. Let's bring the cup closer, but we will not drink just yet. The pleasure of tea is not only in the taste. First, we will honor the aroma. Gently, with both hands, lift the cup and bring it towards your face. Your hands will feel the pleasant warmth of the ceramic. Close your eyes and inhale slowly and deeply through your nose. What do you smell? It is more than just tea. It is the smell of the earth after a long, cleansing rain. It is the scent of patience itself. It is the warm, sweet fragrance of self-kindness. Let this aroma fill your senses. Let it travel up into your mind, calming any last lingering thoughts. This is the first gift of the tea, the gift of pure, aromatic presence. It is a reminder that so much of life's pleasure is found simply in paying attention. Now, let's take our very first sip, but we will not gulp it down. This is not for quenching a physical thirst. This is for nourishing the soul. Bring the warm, smooth rim of the cup to your lips. Feel its pleasant heat. And now, take just a small, tiny sip. Allow the warm liquid to enter your mouth and just hold it there for a moment before you swallow. What does it taste like? It is not bitter. It is not weak. It is perfectly, harmoniously balanced. There is a deep, earthy, grounding note that tastes of peace. It calms you from the inside out. Then there is a subtle, lingering sweetness on the back of your tongue that tastes of gratitude. It is a reminder of the simple, good things in life. And finally, there is a soft, almost floral aftertaste that is gentle and soothing. It is the taste of kindness. This is the taste of your own intention made real. This is what it feels like to truly care for yourself. Now, as you swallow, feel the warmth of the tea spread from your throat down into your chest and all the way down into the very center of your belly. Imagine it as a wave of pure, liquid warmth, a golden, healing light that begins to spread from your core through your entire body. Imagine it flowing down into your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes. Imagine it flowing up through your chest, into your shoulders, and down your arms to the tips of your fingers. Imagine it flowing up your neck and into your head, soothing your mind. It is dissolving any last lingering knots of tension. It is soothing any frayed nerves. It is bringing a deep, profound sense of calm and well-being to every single cell of your being. Let's take another slow, mindful sip again, savoring the complex, beautiful flavor, feeling the gentle warmth spread. With this second sip, I want you to truly receive the gift you are giving yourself. So often, we are good at giving to others our time, our energy, our care. But we are not so good at receiving, even from ourselves. A part of us feels we don't deserve it, or that it's selfish, or that there are more important things to do. But look, this simple act is not selfish. It is necessary. A wise person knows that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And right now, with this simple, beautiful act, you are filling your cup. You are replenishing your spirit. You are honoring your own deep need for peace and restoration. And that is a beautiful, honorable, and worthy thing to do. Continue to sip your tea slowly. There is no rush. The world can wait. The rain has stopped now. The fire is burning low. Just a bed of glowing, breathing embers, casting a soft, sleepy, orange glow on the room. With each sip of tea, you feel your body becoming heavier, more relaxed. Your mind, once a turbulent sea, is now a perfectly still, clear pond, reflecting nothing but the quiet, peaceful moonlight. The work is done. Now, there is only receiving, only rest. The cup is empty now. You have received its gift completely. The last drop of warmth has been savored. Gently, with the same mindfulness you have brought to this entire ceremony, place the empty cup back on the low wooden table. It makes a soft, quiet click as the ceramic touches the wood, a sound of gentle finality. The ritual is complete, but the experience, the feeling that is just beginning to unfold within you. Place your hands in your lap, one resting on top of the other. Or perhaps you can place them over your heart or on your belly, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your slow, deep breaths. And just be with this feeling, this deep, unshakable feeling of peace that you have so carefully and lovingly cultivated for yourself from the very first step of choosing the leaves to the final, warm, mindful sip. This feeling is yours. It is not something that was given to you from the outside. You created it. You co-created it with the leaves, the water, and the fire. But it was your attention, your intention, your patience that brought it into being. And because you created it, you now know that you can create it again, anytime you need it. This simple, humble ceremony of brewing a single cup of tea is more than just a recipe for a beverage. It is a practice you can carry with you, a quiet map to guide you back home to yourself. It is a reminder to always begin by choosing your focus with intention, to sift through the endless clutter of the day and ask yourself, what truly matters right now? What will truly nourish me? It is a reminder to manage your energy with care and wisdom, to listen to your inner state, to notice when the water is beginning to boil, and to have the wisdom to gently lift yourself from the fire before you get scalded by stress or anger. It is a reminder of the profound power of patience, of the magic that happens when you allow things to unfold in their own time, without forcing, without rushing, without worrying. And it is a reminder to always, always take the time to mindfully receive the good things, no matter how small they may seem. To truly taste your food, to truly feel the warmth of the sun, to truly hear the sound of a loved one's voice, For it is in this act of receiving that we are truly nourished. Feel the lingering warmth from the tea spreading through your entire body. It is a gentle, radiant heat that seems to emanate from your very core. It is a warmth that has nothing to do with the temperature of the liquid and everything to do with the warmth of self-compassion. It is a deep, unconditional kindness that you have offered yourself, and your body is now basking in its glow. Let this feeling of warmth be an anchor for your attention as your mind begins to drift, as it naturally will. Just gently guide it back to this simple, physical sensation of warmth in your belly, in your chest. There is no need for more thoughts. There is no need for more stories. The story has been told. The ceremony is complete. Now, there is only this. This simple, profound, and deeply peaceful feeling. Your body is growing heavier now, isn't it? It is a pleasant, comforting weight, the weight of deep relaxation. Your arms feel heavy. Your legs feel heavy. Your head feels heavy and perfectly supported. The need to move, to adjust, to do anything at all is simply fading away. You are like a smooth, heavy stone resting at the bottom of a still, clear pond. You are completely at rest. Your breath is slow and deep and easy. You don't have to think about it. Your body knows exactly how to breathe. It is a gentle, rhythmic tide, pulling the calm in and letting the last remnants of tension go, in and out. A slow, silent, and steady dance of life. The fire in the hearth is now just a bed of glowing, breathing embers. Watch them in your mind's eye. They are not blazing or crackling anymore. They are just glowing, a soft orange and mesmerizing light. Watch as they slowly, gently pulse with warmth. They are a perfect picture of your own mind right now. The frantic flames of the day's thoughts have died down, leaving only the warm, steady, and peaceful embers of a quiet, contented awareness. This is a precious state, a state of pure being. There is nothing to fix, nothing to achieve, nothing to understand. It is a state of simply being home within yourself. And from this place of deep, quiet homecoming, the journey into sleep becomes effortless. It is not a destination you have to strive for. It is simply the next most natural step. It is a gentle letting go, a surrender to the peace you have so beautifully created. The path to the world of dreams is now open. It is clear, and it is safe. The embers in the fireplace have faded now, from a soft glow to a deep, dark warmth. The room is enveloped in a gentle, comforting darkness, broken only by the faint, silvery light of the moon, filtering softly through the window pane. The ceremony is complete. The cup is empty. Your mind is quiet. Your body is heavy with a deep and profound relaxation. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to hold on to. All that is left is to let go. The journey we took together tonight, the simple, sacred act of brewing a single cup of tea, was a journey inward. It was a path that led us away from the noise and the chaos and back to the quiet, steady center of your own being. And here, in this center, you will find the gateway to a deep and restorative sleep. It is not a gate you need to force open. It is a gate that is already ajar, waiting for you to gently push it and drift through. Feel the bed or the cushion beneath you. It is holding you completely. You do not need to make any effort at all. Imagine you are a boat, and for the entire day, you have been sailing on a choppy, unpredictable sea. You have been navigating strong winds and high waves. But now, you have guided your boat into a perfectly calm, hidden cove. The water here is as still and as smooth as glass. You have tied the boat loosely to the shore. You can feel the gentle, rhythmic rocking as the boat floats in the still water. It is a slow, soothing, and effortless motion. It is the motion of your own breathing, a gentle rise and a gentle fall. There is nowhere else to go. The journey is over for today. You can simply float. Your thoughts, which were once like a busy, chattering crew on your boat, have all gone to sleep. One by one, they have found their quiet bunks and have drifted off. The deck is empty. The ship is quiet. There is only you, the gentle rocking of the water, and the vast, peaceful, starry sky above. Let your awareness drift. Let it expand beyond the boundaries of your body. Feel it merge with the quiet of the room. Feel it merge with the stillness of the night outside. You are not separate from this peace. You are this peace. Any small sounds you might hear now, the quiet hum of the house, a distant car, the gentle whisper of your own breath, are not distractions. They are part of the lullaby. They are the sounds of the world gently rocking you to sleep. Let them wash over you like soft, gentle waves, each one carrying you a little deeper into a state of profound rest. Your body is now so heavy, so deeply relaxed. Your mind is so quiet, so beautifully still. This is the perfect state for deep, healing sleep to begin. The kind of sleep that restores your body, that calms your mind, and that nourishes your soul. You do not need to try to sleep. That is like trying to make the tide come in. It will happen on its own, in its own perfect time. All you have to do is allow it. To give yourself permission to let go completely, to surrender to the gentle, gravitational pull of rest. Imagine a soft, warm, velvety blanket of darkness being gently pulled up over you. It starts at your toes, and a wave of deep relaxation flows up through your feet, your ankles, your calves, and your knees. All the tension is melting away. The blanket is pulled up over your legs, and a feeling of deep, heavy peace spreads up through your thighs and your hips. You are sinking deeper and deeper into a state of perfect rest. The warm, soft blanket of sleep is now being pulled up over your belly and your chest. Your breathing is slow and steady. Your heartbeat is calm and regular. All is well. A wave of peace washes up through your shoulders and down your arms, all the way to the tips of your fingers. You let go of all the things you have been carrying. You let go of all the things you have been holding on to. Your hands are open and relaxed. Now, the blanket is gently pulled up over your neck, your jaw, and your face. All the tiny muscles in your face relax completely. Your forehead is smooth. Your eyes are soft. A feeling of deep, serene peace settles over your entire being. You are safe. You are comfortable. You are completely at peace. The story is over now. The tea has been enjoyed. All that is left is the quiet, the stillness, and the deep, nourishing darkness. It is time to sleep. It is time to rest. It is time to let the quiet magic of the night heal you. Sleep now, my dear friend. Sleep.